Hello friends and my dear students, I welcome you all to my channel. I hope you are all well and your studies are also going on well. This is the new chapter I am starting, which is Herons Formula. This is part 1 video where I will be discussing about the key concepts and formulas of the area, perimeter of a square and a rectangle, and how the dimensions of a square and an area, square and rectangle are related to area and perimeter. This video is part of the playlist CBSE Maths for class 9 following the textbook of author R.D. Sharma. If you find this video beneficial, then please like it, share it with your friends, and please support me to grow my channel. Subscribe to my channel and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. Okay, so this chapter is about the Herons formula, which is basically a formula to find the area of a triangle, but still the chapter describes all the concepts about area, finding area and perimeter of all the plane figures that you have already studied in your previous classes, like squares, rectangles, rhombus, parallelogram, triangles. All these for area and perimeter of all these plane figures you must understand to solve problems. In this video I will discuss about the area and perimeter of a rectangle and a square and how they are related with their dimensions. Okay, so first the rectangle. Let's say you can see in the figure I have a rectangle ABCD. The length of the rectangle ABCD are BC and AD and BC, which is equal to L. The breadth or width of the rectangle is AB and DC, which is equal to small b. And let's say the length of the diagonals of rectangles are equal, that is AC and BD are the diagonals and they are of equal length. Let's say the length of the diagonal is small d. First, what is the relation between the diagonal and the length and breadth? If you consider in the right angle triangle ABC, using Pythagoras theorem, ABC is a right angle triangle because all the angles of a rectangle are 90 degree internal angles. So AC will be the hypotenuse and AB and BC are the two arms of the right angle triangle ABC. So we clearly have, using Pythagoras theorem, AC squared will be equal to AB square plus BC square. Now this implies, what is AC? AC is the diagonal. So D square is equal to AB is the width, that is B square, and BC is the length, that is L square. So this is the relation between the length, breadth and the diagonal of a rectangle. Diagonal square is equal to the sum of the squares of the length and breadth. Okay. Now what is the perimeter of the rectangle ABCD? You already know this, you have already studied this in your previous classes. Perimeter P is equal to 2 into length plus breadth, 2 into L plus B. Now this you know, but from here you must also observe that the sum of the length and breadth of rectangle is equal to perimeter by 2. These small observations you must also keep in mind. You know perimeter is 2 into length plus breadth. Then what will be the value of the sum of the length and breadth of a rectangle? It will be perimeter by 2. So if you are given the perimeter and if you are asked what is the sum of the length, length and breadth of the rectangle, it will be P by 2, perimeter by 2. Okay. Now what is the area of rectangle ABCD? We know area is equal to the length into breadth, length into breadth. Okay, we know this. Okay. So these are the fundamental three formulas of related to area, perimeter, length, breadth and diagonal of a rectangle. Based on this, we can have some interesting results, or rather interesting relation between area, perimeter, diagonal. So what relation can we have between the area, perimeter and diagonal? Note that I know that length plus b, L plus b whole square is equal to, I know it is L square. Using the identity a square, a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus twice ab. I know this. Okay. Now this implies, what is L plus b? As I said earlier in the second point, length plus sum of the length and breadth is p by 2. So this is p by 2 whole square. What is L square plus b square? L square plus b square is d square. D is the diagonal of the rectangle, plus what is L, 2 into LB? What is LB? LB is area, 2 into A. So you see, so this implies we have, we can say, if I simplify this, I will have kind of P square is equal to 4 multiplied by D square plus twice A. So we see now, please do not try to memorize this formula. No, I am not trying to give you formula to memorize and apply them. No, just understand the basic concepts, how I am deriving this formula. So for example, you see clearly that for a rectangle we have perimeter square is equal to 4 times the sum of d square plus twice a. If you are given, let's say if you are given the perimeter of for a rectangle, if you are given the perimeter and the area, I can easily find the diagonal. So if two informations are given, let's say of area, perimeter and diagonal, I can find the third one. This is the basic concept. Okay, I think that is all for the rectangle. Let's see square. Now remember, square is a special type of rectangle where the length of all the sides of a square are equal. So we have a square PQRS where the length of each side, all the sides are equal, which is, let's say the length is A, and let's say the diagonal, the length of the diagonal PRS, PR or QS is equal to D. Now first of all, how is the diagonal, what is the relation between the diagonal and the length of the each side? Again, same concept in the right angle triangle PSR, using the Pythagoras theorem, I will have PR square is equal to P S square plus SR square. So this implies, what is PR? PR is the diagonal, so D square is equal to, both PS and SR are the length of the square or each side, so it will be A square plus A square, which is equal to twice A square. So this implies the diagonal D is equal to square root of 2 into A. Now this formula you must always remember. I mean, if you do for a square, if the length of if you are given a square of where the length of the side is A, and if you don't know that the diagonal will be square root of 2 multiplied by A, then you are doing a crime. It will be highly offensive if you do not know or do not remember this formula. So always the diagonal of a square is always equal to square root of 2 multiplied by A. A is the length of the side. Perimeter and area, they are very obvious, they are very trivial. You have already used this in solving various problems in a previous class. So perimeter P is nothing but 4 into A, 4 times the length of each side. So this implies you must observe that then from the given perimeter you can also find the length of each side of the square. So this implies A is equal to P by 4. Okay. Next is area of the square. We know the area of the square is square of the side square, that is A square. From here I can say I can also get a value of the length of a side from the area. So this implies A will be equal to square root of A. Remember, whenever square root of anything, always remember that square root of any number is always a positive quantity. It is never a, so square root of 4 is equal to 2. if you write square root of 9 is equal to plus minus 3, this is wrong. No, square root of 9 is always equal to 3. Okay, so a is equal to the square root of a. These observations you must also note or keep in mind. Now, what is the relation between from the first three facts? How do I relate the area and perimeter? Area and perimeter. Okay. So what is area? Area A we know is a square, and how will and what is A in terms of P? I have to get a relation between A and P. So I started from A. A I know is a square. A is the length of each side of the square. From a square, I will try to express a square in terms of P. I know A is equals to P by 4. So this is P by 4 square, which is equal to P square by 16. So area is equal to P square by 16. Again, I am not asking you to memorize this formula. 99.99% of the chance you will never remember all these formula except the basic ones. That is, for the rectangle, I do not expect you to remember that P square is equal to 4 times D square plus twice A. No, but if you are given any problem which is related to the relation between AP and D, you must always be able to derive this relation from the basic fundamental concepts of area, perimeter and diagonal of a rectangle. Similarly, for a square, you must, from the fundamental concepts, you can also derive the formula that diagonal is equal to square root of 2 into A, but it is highly recommended that you should always remember for a square, diagonal is equal to square root of 2 into A. And this formula between A and P, I do not expect you to remember, but you must always be able to find the relation between area and perimeter from the fundamental concepts of area and perimeter in terms of the length of the each side. So that was relation between area and perimeters. How is the relation? What is the relation between area and diagonal? Let's see. I will start from. Let's say I'm starting from D. What is D? D I know is equal to square root of 2 multiplied by A. Now I will express A, small a, in terms of the area. What is A? So square root of 2, what is A? A I know is square root of capital A. Square root of capital A. So this is equal to square root of twice A. So the diagonal is equal to square root of twice A. So this implies diagonal is equal to square root of twice A. Again, I am not asking you to remember this formula, but if you are given, you should be able to relate the area and diagonal of a square in a problem where the diagonal is given and you are asked to find the area, or if the area is given and you are asked to find the diagonal. Now let's see what is the relation between the diagonal and the perimeter. I am starting from the perimeter. You can start from D. It will be the same thing. So perimeter. For a square, what is perimeter? 4 into A. Now I will express small a in terms of the diagonal. How will I express A, small a, in terms of diagonal? Remember that we have diagonal is equal to square root of 2 multiplied by A. Now from here, another thing is that so this is D equals to square root of 2 into A, that is D in terms of A. What will be A in terms of D? A is equal to D by square root of 2. This thing is also important. A is equal to D by square root of 2. So 4 into A is D by square root of 2. D by square root of 2. So now it is always recommended that whenever you are simplifying an arithmetic expression, never keep square root of anything in the denominator, always multiply it with, always try to keep the denominator an integer value. Okay, so what will I do? I do not want square root of 2 in the denominator. So what can I do? I will multiply both the numerator and the denominator with square root of 2. This will make the denominator 2, and I have in the numerator 4 multiplied by square root of 2 d divided by 2. This is equal to 2 square root of 2 d. So we get the relation between P, perimeter, and the diagonal is perimeter is equal to 2 into square root of 2 multiplied by d. Again, this is not a formula, you should remember, but you should always be able to derive this relation between perimeter and diagonal from the fundamental concepts and formulas of area and perimeter. I think that is all about the square and perimeter, square and the rectangle, and the area, perimeter, and how area and perimeter of a square and rectangle are related with their dimensions. I will not solve any problem in this video. First of all, I will discuss all the key concepts and formulas of all the remaining figures like triangles, parallelogram, trapezium, and then finally I will make 3 or 4 videos in problem solving. So if this video was beneficial, then please like it, share it with your friends, and please support me by subscribing to my channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. I am ending the video here. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, take care and bye.